Hey, what's up, guys? This is David Chase Taylor of 911truther.org. Today is October 28th of 2025. So, based on breaking news and events, it appears the CIA headquarters located beneath CERN at Lake Geneva in Switzerland is going to neutralize U.S. President Donald J. Trump in some form or fashion within the next 72 hours. So, as I've previously stated in multiple videos, the CIA is staging this lockdown of the U.S. government to basically exterminate Donald J. Trump. This lockdown is not going to end until he is removed from the presidency, and it appears that the CIA is going to do this in some form or fashion surrounding his international trip to multiple countries in Asia. So basically, Trump was in Malaysia from October 26th through the 27th, Japan from the 27th through the 29th, and he's going to go to South Korea on the 29th through the 30th. I have published multiple reports for nuclear ICBM strikes, for the shoot down of Air Force One, for an acid attack in Malaysia, for a gunman attack, multiple scenarios because they're going to assassinate Trump on this international trip to Asia. This could come in the form of an accident, a health emergency, a nuclear event, a terror attack, any sort of an accident, but they're going to do so on this trip. So in the next 72 hours, J.D. Vance is going to be sworn in as the 48th President of the United States. The question is, how are they going to neutralize a sitting U.S. President? Obviously, considering that Trump is going to be going to South Korea in the next few hours, obviously a North Korean attack on South Korea or a North Korean assassination of Trump is expected. That being said, it's also highly likely that the CIA would stage some sort of Russian attack targeting Air Force One or targeting the location where Trump is at in South Korea to neutralize the president. If you'll recall, in the last few months, last year or so, Russia has employed the use of North Korea to fight in Ukraine on their behalf, and so it's highly likely that the CIA would assassinate Trump and then claim that Putin employed Kim Jong-un of North Korea to basically mask his assassination of Trump. This could be via ICBM, this could be via a biological attack, a chemical attack, or a straight-up gunman attack. But some sort of scenario is planned in the coming hours to take out Trump. If all else fails, if Trump is able to leave Asia back to the United States unscathed, it's highly likely that the CIA is going to assassinate Trump under the guise of an aerial-related accident while traversing the Pacific Ocean. So basically, Trump is doing a loop around the world. So he left D.C., he went to Qatar, then he went to Malaysia, then he went to Japan, South Korea, and then he's going to come back to the United States over the Pacific Ocean. And obviously, it's highly likely that they would target him during this flight. So if you'll recall, back on January 29th, there was this collision between a United Airlines flight and a Black Hawk helicopter over the Potomac River in Washington, D.C. And this happened while the helicopter, which was a U.S. Army helicopter, was executing a continuity of government exercise. And consequently, it's highly likely that at some point when Trump is coming back to Washington, D.C. to land at Joint Base Andrews in Frederick County, Maryland, on the date of October 30th or the morning of October 31st, Halloween, that he will suffer some sort of collision-related event. This could be while crossing the United States. This could be while coming in to land in Maryland, or it could be right after taking off from South Korea. If you'll recall, a few months ago, there was this horrific plane crash in South Korea where this plane crashed on the tarmac and it would burst into flames. And so the CIA may be planning to fly a commercial jetliner into Air Force One in order to neutralize Trump. And they're willing to sacrifice 500, 600, 700 lives in the process. But what's clear is that J.D. Vance is going to be sworn in as the U.S. president within the next 72 hours. Trump is going to meet an unlikely demise in some form or fashion in the next 72 hours. And as I stated at the beginning of this video, this government shutdown being orchestrated by the Democrats at the behest of the CIA in Switzerland is basically staging this government shutdown because they're basically getting everything ready to take out Trump. And so the Democrats are in the know about this, and that's why they're not signing this agreement. And apparently this is going to happen in the next 72 hours surrounding Donald J. Trump's last few days on this earth. So it is at some point today, which would be in Asia, would be the 29th of October, Trump is going to depart Tokyo for South Korea. He's going to attend a summit there. It's called the APAC Summit, and this is not APAC as in American-Israeli Lobby. This is an Asian Pacific meeting with heads of state from all over the world. And so it's also possible that the CIA would stage a nuclear event at this event, or a biological attack for a second pandemic, or some sort of chemical-related event to knock out a bunch of heads of state and trigger World War III. But Trump has a big bullseye on his back, and it appears that CIA in Switzerland is going to pull the trigger. This is most likely going to be executed on the ground by the Israeli Mossad. But it's going to be scapegoated onto Russia, China, or North Korea, most likely to start World War III. So obviously, if Trump does not land in Washington, D.C. Safely, then we know that the CIA has successfully neutralized the sitting U.S. president, and obviously that cannot be allowed to happen. So I kindly ask that you download this video and share it with local, state, and federal law enforcement, military, and intelligence officials, as well as with local, national, and international media outlets, should this come to fruition in reality.